Hi, good morning friends. Rajiv, Basic Zone. Today I am going to take the topic is for grade 10. And we know that last class we have discussed regarding electricity chapter, a few topics. Today we will be discussing some more topics regarding electricity chapter. Okay. Now, last class we have stopped at the resistance of a conductor, and I have said that resistance of a conductor R is equal to V by I, according to the Ohm's law. Okay. R was known as a constant of proportionality for the Ohm's law, and it is known as resistance of a conductor. And we have discussed what is the meaning of a resistance. It is the process of controlling the flow of electric current. Okay, resistance is the process of controlling the flow of electric current. What are resistors? You might have heard about resistors. What are resistors? Resistors are the device which are used to control the flow of electric current. Okay, resistors are the device which are used to control the flow of electric current. Devices used to control the flow of electric current. Okay. Now, those are resistors, and this is what resistance is. And you might have also heard regarding rheostats. Rheostats. What is a rheostat? Or a variable resistor. What is the other name for rheostat? Is variable resistor. So rheostat is a device which is used to control the flow of electric current by increasing or decreasing manually the resistance. Fine. Once again I will tell, rheostat is a device which is used for controlling the flow of current manually by increasing or decreasing the resistance. That is a rheostat. It is a device used to control flow of current manually by increasing or decreasing the resistance. Okay, that is what a rheostat is. Fine. So if you want, you may copy down these notes while looking for the class. And these are the devices which are used in the case of resistance. Fine. Now we are going to learn the factors which affect the resistance. There are three factors mainly. You can tell four, but basically the main are the three. Okay. And we are going to learn the factors which are affecting the resistance of a conductor. Fine. So the first factor is the factor which are going to affect the resistance of a conductor. The first one is length of the wire. Length of wire. Fine. Second one is area of cross section. Area of cross section. And third one is nature of the material. Nature of the material. And the fourth one, it is there, but I said the main are the three, the temperature part. Okay. So first one, the factors which are affecting the resistance of a conductor are: first one, length of the wire; second one, area of cross section; third one, nature of the material; and fourth one is the temperature. So we will be focusing on these three. Now length of the wire is denoted by letter L. Okay, fine. And this is directly proportional to resistance. Once again I will tell, length of the wire is denoted by small letter L and it is directly proportional to resistance. Second one, area of cross section. It is denoted by capital letter A and area of cross section is inversely proportional to resistance. Okay, length of the wire denoted by small l, directly proportional to resistance of the conductor. Second one, area of cross section denoted by capital A, inversely proportional to resistance. And the third one is the nature of the material. So it does not have any terms or the symbols to represent, but nature of the material means the material which we are going to use for the conductors. The resistance depends upon the nature of that material. Fine. So I will just put all these three into equation, that is R directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to area of cross section, that is R directly proportional to L by A. So I have already taught you in the previous class that whenever we are having a constant of proportionality, the proportionality sign, we should have a constant over there. So in this case, here I am going to apply a constant which is known as rho. R is equal to rho into L by A. Rho is not the case of density right now. Okay, you might have studied in 9th standard regarding density. It is also denoted by rho. Here the rho, it represents something else. So R is equal to rho into L by A, and rho is a resistance. So resistance which rho is the constant. Rho is constant known as resistivity of the conductor. What do you call it? Resistivity of the conductor. Okay, rho is a slanting like P. Okay, so now once again I will tell the factors which are affecting the resistance. First one is length of the wire, second one area of cross section, third one is nature of the material, and fourth one is the temperature of the substance or the conductor. Fine. Now we said length of the wire is denoted by small letter L and it is directly proportional to R, that is resistance of the conductor. Second one, area of cross section denoted by capital letter A, directly inversely proportional to resistance. Then we have nature of the material and temperature. Then we have put this into equation, R directly proportional to L by A, and we have changed the proportionality sign and we have brought a constant which is rho into L by A, and rho is known as the resistivity of the conductor. So what is resistivity? Resistivity means it is the resistance in unit area. It is the resistance in unit area. Now how come you are telling for that? You might be thinking that is we will take out this equation, R is equal to rho into L by A. From this I am going to find what is rho. Rho is equal to, we will cross multiply as I have said before. So R into A by L. So what you are having? Resistance in unit area. So and divided by length of the wire. So this is the equation to find the resistivity. So resistivity will be defined as the resistance in unit area. Okay. Now why I am not telling per? Because whenever we tell per in a statement, that means it is divided like this way. and whenever we tell in means into. So what will be the SI unit for resistivity? I said formula is resistance into area of cross section. So resistance unit is ohm, as I have taught you, and area's unit is meter square, fine, divided by length. Length is also termed in meters, as you know. So we will cancel this and this, so you will get ohm meter, or else you can write as the symbol. So ohm meter is the SI unit for resistivity. So I think that is clear for all of you. So once again I will recap from the beginning what we have learned today. The first one we have discussed was regarding the resistance, and I have said R is equal to V by I, that is voltage or potential difference across the conductor divided by current. Okay, and its unit is ohm, as you know. Then we have learned that what was resistor. Resistor is a device used to control the flow of current by controlling the current through it. Fine. Next one was rheostat. It is a device used to control the flow of current manually by increasing or decreasing the resistance. Fine. And rheostat is also known as variable resistor. Then we have discussed regarding certain factors on which the resistance depends. So which were the factors? The first one was length of the wire, then second one was area of cross section, third one nature of the material, and fourth one was temperature. So we have given the importance only for the three. And first one, length of the wire, is denoted by small letter L, and it is directly proportional to resistance. Second one was area of cross section, denoted by capital letter A, and it is inversely proportional to resistance. And third one is the nature of the material, and we have put that into an equation. R directly proportional to L by A. To remove the proportionality sign, we have put a constant known as resistivity. That is, formula is R is equal to rho into L by A. From that we got the resistivity of a conductor rho is equal to R into A by L, and we have derived the unit of that. It is ohm meter, denoted as omega meter. So I think all this is clear for you. In the next chapter we will be next content we will be learning about the resistance in series and resistance in parallel. So I hope you might have understood. So please do subscribe and click the bell button below. Thank you. Have a nice day.